Hello folks and welcome back to another video. In this week's video we're going to be fitting something to the Escort. Now let me go and get it. This was a bit of a silly idea. Yeah. It's this, a Mark V Ford Escort RS2000 steering wheel. Look how smart that is. Now this thing is absolutely minted and it's in a really good condition. I actually got gifted this for my birthday from Amy. And although the current steering wheel in the car is in pretty good condition, this is going to make the interior look so much better. But before we get this fitted up, let's take a look at the original steering wheel, just so you can see the differences. And here is the original wheel for the Ford Escort. Now you can see the Ford emblem's in good condition, the whole wheel's pretty much in good condition, but it's just not as good compared to this thing. Now as you'll be able to see, the RS2000 steering wheel is a wee bit smaller than the original wheel, which isn't going to make much of a difference. This thing is pretty big anyway, it's like steering a bus. But obviously on this wheel you've got this sort of fake leather look, it's sort of rubbery vinyl stuff, it's weird, but that's the whole steering wheel on this. But on the RS2000 steering wheel you've only got this on the centre here, the fake leather rubbery stuff. But on the outside of the wheel you've got this sort of perforated rubber, which makes it have that sort of fake leather look, but it'll look so cool. But first things first, let's get this old wheel off. Now the steering is sitting a wee bit to the right, but I don't have the keys for the car with me, so the steering's going to be a wee bit squint for putting the wheel on, but as long as we line it up the same as this one's sitting, then it'll be straight when the wheels are straight. So let's get this one off. But before I could remove the wheel, I disconnected the battery, because even though it's not got an airbag, the horn would be going off like mental when I put the screwdriver in behind it. Now that we've got the battery disconnected, we can actually get on to removing the steering wheel. Now because this car's from back in 1992, there's no airbags in this car, you've literally got a horn and that's it. So there isn't much to remove. So to get to the bolt on the steering wheel, you literally have to remove the horn button with a screwdriver or a trim tool, but I don't have a trim tool on me, so we're just going to have to carefully get this screwdriver into the back and sort of pop it out. Now they've got 4 clips, they sort of sit about there, and you just have to go for it and try your best to get it out without damaging anything. Sounds very scary when you're doing it, hearing the clicks, but it's always the same. Right, we've got 2 out, so we should be able to get this with our hands now. Run me the last clip. And there we go. And then we just want to disconnect the horn button there. You can see it's got these 3 springs for obviously pushing the horn button, and then it's got these 5 clips as well. Now on the RS2000 one I think there's only 4, but on this there was 5. Now we have to get this little bit of plastic out as well. So we'll just sort of pry that out as well, if we can. We're getting there, this is very tight. There we go. So that is this bit out as well, and now we have both wires disconnected. And now all we're left with is the bolt to get the wheel off. So I think it's maybe a 19mm, 22? It's actually a 22mm, wow. Right, and then loosen it. That wasn't that tight to be fair, hopefully the wheel's not been off before. But we want to loosen this down, but we then want to take the nut fully off for when we're breaking the wheel off so it doesn't hit us in the face. So we'll loosen it a bit, and then right, that's it broken loose now. So you can take the rest of this nut off, and then, oh, it's still not broken off. Why is it not coming off? What's going on here? And for the longest time I was wrestling with the steering wheel trying to get it off, but I then found out on one of the Facebook forums that the key has to be in the ignition so the steering lock isn't on. So I went and got my key, and now the wheel came off. Oh well, it's off. Once I'd taken the horn button out of the steering wheel, I could give it a good clean because the little red ring was absolutely minging. Right, let's get this steering wheel on. I can't wait for this. Let's go for it. Oh, right, we've got everything here, we've got the wires. Now we need to bolt it in, the wheel's straight. The wheels are straight as well. Right. Then we can connect the positive up to here, connect that positive. Right, that's that bit in. But before we fit the horn button up, I'm going to give the steering wheel a good clean because you can see how shiny it is. Now this is a brand new scrub pad, literally fresh out the packet, never used before, and we're going to use it on this and see how dirty it gets. See how much dirt we can get off it as well. Right, here we go. Oh my god, that's literally just that bit. That is minging, that's absolutely minging. Oh my god, we need to get this a clean. This is going to take a couple of tries as well. Clean your steering wheels, folks. A shiny steering wheel is not a clean steering wheel. Right, let's dry this off for now, and then we can get another clean again in a minute. I then gave the steering wheel a second clean just to try and get as much of the dirt off as possible. Now that we've given that a good clean, that was absolutely minging, we can fit the spring and the horn button. So we'll get this hooked up first. There we go. It's in. That's it, it's in. It's on. We have a new wheel. We have a new steering wheel on the Escort. Yes! Look at how cool that is. I could then reconnect the battery and test if the horn still worked. It did work, but now I had something else to fit onto the car. And you probably guessed it by now, it's a new gear knob. Now these little gear knobs can be found on Ford Fiesta Z-Tech SEs, Ford Sport Cas and Ford Racing Pumas. But I got this one out of a scrapyard, so I'm going to fit it onto the Escort and see how it looks. And there we have it on the car. It was an easy job to do, just screw on and screw off with the new one. I don't know if it suits the car just yet, but I'll leave it on and then I'll make my mind up. Well, there we have it. How good does this steering wheel look? That's just totally freshened up the interior and made it look that bit more sporty. Look at the difference in those two wheels. This one looks nice, but it's a bit granny spec compared to this one with the red circle and the perforated fake leather rubbery stuff. The steering wheel's actually a bit thicker on the RS2000 compared to this one, so you've got a bit more to grab now as well. The car slows in and it doesn't matter, but it just looks cool and it feels much better. Obviously we changed the gear knob as well, so we've changed the two main things that you touch in the interior. So this will make this car feel much better now when we take it out driving next year. And with having this steering wheel on the car, we've pretty much got a full RS2000 Escort now. We've got the steering wheel now, we've got the interior, we've got the bumpers, we've got the side skirts. It's pretty much there, except for the engine. But I'm really happy with this and it's came out really nice. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like this video, comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new or you watch my videos and you're not subscribed. The goal is to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so any help towards that would be absolutely amazing. But thank you very, very much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. This is a very special video. We have got our hands on a new project car for the channel. I can't believe this is actually mine. So let's get the cover off it and I'll show you guys the car.